Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Europasars 4. Denmark batch as the glorious nation of Denmark. Last time... last time. We were war profiteers last time. Oh, absolutely. We vassalized Magdeburg and in such gained a very, very mighty ally indeed within the Holy Roman Empire. Now, for those of you that don't know, once the Protestant League wins, and it is a question of when, not if, considering the war score, when they win, Austria could no longer be an empire because they're Catholic, and if we take a look at their provinces, yeah, they're going to stay Catholic. Which means Protestant and Reformed nations, or is it just Protestant nations? I think it should be Protestant and Reformed nations. But it could be just Protestant, so maybe just Protestant, doesn't matter. Nations can only be electors and empires, right? And emperors. So... actually, the electors can be Protestant as well, can't they? Or can be Catholic as well. But obviously, Protestant electors are going to have a bit of an advantage simply by, virtue of the fact that the emperor is going to like them more. The emperor is only going to be Protestant. Which means... Austria is no longer the emperor. Who is the emperor? Probably Bohemia. Who do I have an alliance with? Et voila, as they say. Now, my secret hope is to get elected, somehow. If I can't finagle that to happen, then my secret next hope is a personal union with either Poland or the Commonwealth. Both of these things would be equally beneficial to me. But other than that, I hope to expand eastwards into Muscovy, and I would really like to be able to break their alliance with the Ottomans somehow. But even if I have to fight the Ottomans and the Muscovites at the same time, I don't think that's going to be too big of a problem with my allies. Now, for now, I am very much hated in the HRE for my aggressive expansions. So, as much as I would like to vassalize someone else, or maybe take somebody's land, that's not really going to be an option, I'm afraid. For example, I would love to take on Pomerania, and to take some of their land from here. I do have the points for it too, but what I don't have is the aggressive expansion space, so... yeah. Coalitions can be very devastating, and they can lead to me, losing the game. So let's wait for this league war to end. Let's, let the European powers do their thing, and it'll all be well in the end. We are the first power in the world, however, already, which is just fantastic to me. Yeah. What about my leaders there? What's my army tradition like? Piss poor, to, for lack of better words, absolutely piss poor. Okay, well then, I'm going to turn off military maintenance, because we don't need it anymore. I'm going to turn off all the forts. Get a contribution going from you. And... oh god. I think this... because it gives them 10 loyalty, and it is really good for me. And Colm gets basically wrecked. But I'll trade that willingly for land maintenance modifier, so... yeah, ultimately that is a gain on the tax dollars, as they say. Oh, and reduce the local autonomy here. Leave these two for now. Ships. We could build a few more carracks. Question is, do we need a few more carracks? Let's see. Ledger, military navies. Total. Sorry, yes, total, there we go. Ottomans and then Denmark, and then Mamluks, then Spain. They have 50 galleys, though, so that's sort of their thing. The guys below me have a bunch of transports, not that much fighting forces. Tell you what, I'll build caravels. Yes, I will. This is what I shall construct. I don't want them there, and I don't want them there. Puts me at 73. So 6 more caravels. I'm going to protect trade somewhere around here. Yeah, that should all be good and well in the end. Construction, however, is going to take place across Russia. Well, what was Russia, and... Question of rights. Renounce the claim and call? Yes. I don't want it. Whatever happens out of those two, I don't care, considering... Okay, considering I'm not going to hire level 2 advisors, I don't have the money for it. I'm going to build a few more churches. Actually, a lot more churches everywhere. These provinces aren't developed yet, so they're not worth it. Maybe there. And there. Local production. This is important. We need to dump this money into something. I guess? No? There and there, I guess. And, well, that's about it. These wouldn't be the worst idea to put in, like, you know, there, maybe there, there, in, up here and over there, maybe. Trade, I think we've built everywhere where it needed to be built, yes. There we go. Docks, don't care about. Manpower, not that important. This equipment stuff, I think we don't have anywhere to build it. Or do we? We do have where to build this, so I'll plop that down really quickly, and I'll plop that down really quickly too. There you go, just dumped all the money into internal development. And you might think, well, save it up for the thing. Institutions. They're not here yet. Base tax, I think. What can I do to those? Can I... see, I can't grant you this thing, but for them I can call a diet, so I'll do that. And make sure the nobility loses loyalty through that button. Okay, there we go. They're actually not that influential, they're only at 43. You're doing rather good, and you're doing rather okay as well. The influence of the respected states is fair enough, I suppose. Danish particulists there, that's it's irrelevant pretty much. And we're not going to build anything else for a while, considering how much money we just dumped into that. Muscovy's opinion of Denmark changes, absolutely. We don't care what they think about us, because we hate them, and, well, it's a fairly open hatred. How are you doing, Bohemia? At 85 war score, okay. I love that event, it's just 3 points, especially when you don't intend on hiring anyone. It's absolutely just 3 points, and it is amazing. Do we need to core anything? No. In which case, cheaper construction would have been the thing to pick up prior to doing this, but it lets me have plus 10 tax, which is very, very nice for the future. And for the present, if I'm honest, but, you know. So overall, it's a great thing, I think. Put those in there. And put you in there as well. I should probably rename some of these fleets, right? Second trade fleet. This one's going to have 6 ships, so it's going to be the third trade fleet. And protect trade in, let's see, not the White Sea, Novgorod, not the Northern Sea, the Baltic Sea, Lubeck, Novgorod. Which you might actually merge in with this fleet, which I'm okay with as well. You gonna do that? Yeah, which means you're the second trade fleet, not the third one. Fleet. There we go. Alright, my fleets are now sorted. And we're making a crap ton of money while Europe is burning. How stupid must it feel, eh? How stupid must it feel? The irony of it all is I'm winning. Yes. Yes, I am. Is this... Did they just take land from Poland? I'm okay with that, actually. Well... Yeah, Poland is getting a bit big and scary, so yes. Not the worst idea in the world. I can proclaim guarantee on these people. And I will. Just to make them like me a bit more. I proclaim guarantee on France. No, I can't. That's silly. Scotland. Ah, yes, Scotland. Ooh, hello. So, we gain 100 military power and 5 prestige. Or we gain 25. Yeah. Sure, let everyone get the thing. Oh, and I would like to... I am proclaiming guarantee to Scotland. Good. The reason behind that is I don't want Ulster to... Ulster's no longer allied to England. But England's only allied to Pomerania. Ah. Well, this is certainly interesting. See, if I were Scotland, I would get a claim on one of these lands, or if I'm not sure if they even need a claim. Yeah, they can just reconquest this, and I would call me in on the war, and I would help the Scots. I would help the Scots, but I would ask for one province, maybe this one, I don't know, just so I could vassalize them. It would be distance overseas. It would be a nightmare to keep. I'll probably just put it at 100 local autonomy, but. You know, just to keep it not revolting, not get anything out of it, except one important thing, and that's close proximity to... Fuck me, this would be a good time to declare war on Muscovy. I can't. They hate me, right? Surely. Surely they hate me. They don't hate me. Not that much. Let me just check something. Yes, this does matter, believe it or not. Opinion. Polish opinion towards Muscovy. They hate them. Good. Good. And 168 admin points. The total strength of my army is 76,000 men. For Muscovy, it is 36,000. They are all in the same spot. Shall we? I think we shall. But I absolutely think we shall. Yes. Land in Neva. Are you protecting trade? You better be protecting trade. Doesn't look like it, but I hope you're protecting trade. Go back for more men. You're going to... Tver, now it's no longer Tver, it's now Tver. Considering it's changed its name. I love the name changing that the game does on its own. To me, that is the most brilliant thing they've put in a while. Absolutely love how provinces change their names on their own. Matter of fact, if they could do that for every province in the game, for every nation, it would probably take years to complete. No, it would, but if they could do that, I would pay for that DLC. I absolutely would. Bohemia wants a royal marriage with me. The war has ended. Would they join in Muscovy's defense now? No, they wouldn't. Why? War exhaustion. Yeah, and that doesn't go away easy. So, you know what? Sure. Let's go to Tver. Tver. Whatever. Tver? Nah, it's probably Tver, right? Probably. Because Tver, or Tver sounds a bit anglicised. Ramp this up. Get you to the ships. You know what I say? Prepare for a nostalgia trip, any of you... Well... I'm old, and I just realised this. I'm old. I'm about to quote a game from the 1990s, and, like... And, like, nostalgia trip for very few of us, but nostalgia trip nonetheless. It's actually... one vision, one purpose, right? But it's from Command and Conquer, but I've just realised that there's been plenty of Command and Conquer games after Tiberian Sun, so never mind. Most of them are shit though, apart from Tiberian Wars. That one was great. I still have that game. I still have that game. Why is it relevant? Dunno. Sure, I'll do it. Really don't know, but somehow it is. Believe me on that. So, are my armies renamed? Yes, they are, all of them. Good. How are we going to go about this? Try and keep them in Moscow. Try and keep them in Moscow, surround them, and destroy them. That is the war plan. Do we have any chance of getting Poland on board? Absolutely not. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Pay off their debt, and that's what we can do. France, no fucking way. Bohemia, no fucking way. And those guys, no fucking way either. But Poland is anxious to get in on this entire situation. What they don't want, however, is to fight now. But I want to fight now because the Ottomans won't join. They're close. They're close, though. I think they spent some points. Fuck it, let's do it. And if the Ottomans join in at a later date, you know what we're going to do? We are, my friends, we are going to... I'll take that if you want to, but I don't think you want to do that. Can we catch up to them on time? No, where are they going? To Tula. Well, in that case, do this. Yes, do this. We can catch up to them. Now, if you let me pause on time, we could have. We could have, but you didn't let me pause. No, we can't, because Tula's blocked off. Okay, never mind. Sorry, game, never mind. Yeah, if the Ottomans join in, I will pay off Poland's debt and call them to war. Ooh, speaking of paying off the debt, raise the war taxes. Because making 30 ducats per tick while fighting is glorious. It truly is glorious. Now, they're probably... What I'm assuming they're going to do is they're going to go around me and try and start sieging all of this land. That's okay. Let Moscow fall. Let us get ticking war score. And then... actually, no. You know, pull these units back. Pull the Space Wolves and the Imperial Fists back. Because I'm assuming they're going to go around and start sieging this stuff, which is fine. Because I will catch up to them. And I have twice their numbers, so I can take any fight they want. They will be building more men, though, so... You know, ideal case scenario is we cut off their reinforcements. That would be great. But primarily we're buying time until Moscow falls. Because when it does, we get ticking war score, we can play around with the Ruskies then, right? In comes Norway to save the day. I'll fight with this. I'll fight with these two. Do I have better composition? Not really. A little bit. Technology is exactly the same, I think. 12 military, 13 military. I have slightly better military technology. I don't think it'll help me. But... the 5k Norwegian stack might. That might help. Where are they going? They're going up there. Let's go and fight them. We have Frederick II leading the charge. Is there still going to be a fight there? No, but there is one. Go. Moscow has fallen. Spread the news. From there to there. That's a fight I'm willing to take. hold on. This should be thought out carefully. Okay. We are going to suffer a crossing penalty, which is going to make this a tough fight, but I have faith in my men. That, and I have faith in a little bit of technological advantage that I have. Plus the supporting... Yeah, we won. Plus the supporting troops from the side. Nobility gains 10 loyalty. These guys lose 10 loyalty. I think that's fine. Or vice versa. But I get money. No. No, not worth it. Now, it would be ideal to chase these guys down. Are they actually going to... No, we're not going to fight them there. We're going to fight them probably somewhere down here. Matter of fact, they should retreat to Ryazan, right? Or, well, that, or they're going to go all the way back, which is annoying, but we can still isolate them. Where are you going to? Yeah, they're probably going to... down here somewhere. Which is manageable. Also, we're on the verge of winning this war. Just putting that out there. So give me 98 over extension, so just on the line of reasonable. And it will cost me 728 to core everything, but I'm prepared to pay the the iron price, quote unquote. Might not take Kaluga or something. Which one of these is most expensive? Vladimir is most expensive. Yeah, I think this is more reasonable, and instead take money and war reparations. Those are my demands. Have you siege Nizhny Novgorod? And they retreated to there. Makes sense considering I can't get to that place. But yearly inflation reduction, not bad. But please, this needs to fall immediately. Thank you. Get there, because you need to reinforce these guys if there is a fight in that area, and I'm okay with the rest of this. And you can go Tula, basically. No, just go to Moscow. Basically, you're patrolling the area in case they want to pick a surprise fight or something. Same process again. How's my religion doing? My points, I'm at 12. Let's turn this thing off, right? We don't need morale. Our troops. Yeah, we're just patrolling. Night Lord's patrolling the area around Moscow. God help the Russians. See, you wanted to go for a fight there, but then you grew a pair. Ironically, I wanted to say grew a pair of brain cells, but apparently I can't speak right now. Just check the timer. Okay. Nearing the end of the episode. Well, nearing. We're always nearing the end of the episode if you take a look at it that way. I'll pay. He's more reasonable than the previous one. He really is. So you don't want to fight, okay. That makes sense. No, just sit there. Really? Okay. Ooh. You know what? Go for it. I can't wait. Yep. Please do that. Please do what you want to do. Please do that. I can't wait for you to make that mistake. Keep an eye out on this. You can't go there directly, yeah, because there's a fort here. Okay, they've locked their movement, so it's too late to back off now. And I've basically isolated these two armies, so I need to take a fight against them. Where are they going? They're going to Rostov. But I'll take it. It's not ideal, but I'll take. Where are they going after that? There. You know what? No. Do it like that. Think that's better? How better is it, though? I have to do it. I would have to do it. This is gonna be cutting it close. Alright, this is gonna be cutting it real close. These troops might actually be needed at the end. No, we're gonna win this without them, but it will be nice to have the reinforcements. Which we didn't use at all, so fair enough. We do get the stack wipe them, though. So yes, the reinforcements were useful for this. You need to win this with a fair margin in order to make sure it stack wipes. Boom. Not like that, though. Not like that. Like I said, fair margin. Not good enough, apparently. But it's fine. Because we just won the war. This is reasonable to me. Taking this. And that's reasonable to me. Puts me at exactly 100. I hope I didn't muck that up. Did I muck that up? No, I didn't. Okay. And Moscow now changes to Moscow. That I can't lie, I feel slightly proud of my achievements. I feel like I did something, so many military commanders and rulers of great nations have failed to do. Napoleon, to name one. Well, he did actually make it to Moscow, so... You know, fair is fair and all that. You want land, correct? And I shall give it to you. Is that enough? Yes. And the clergy wants land as well. You can take, like, this big chunk over here. You happy about it? Hopefully. This will put me a little bit behind on admin tech, but considering pretty much the only thing, what's the word I'm looking for? The only the only expenditure for admin tech for me is coring stuff. That's not a big problem in the long run. Besides, considering the institutions, it's not actually a terrible idea to not pick up admin tech and like wait for a while. But we're gonna have to deal with a rebellion next time. Okay. I will pass this act, absolutely. Yes, I will. So, national unrest is fairly disastrous. That's with this being spent on stability, so not greatest thing in the world, unfortunately. My legitimacy is just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. To the point of non-existent, so... I'm afraid... Ugh. Right, you know what, we're going to deal with this next time. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Please remember to like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed this video, and want to support the channel. Next time we're going to deal with this Pretender Uprising in Denmark, and, move on with our lives, I suppose. Until then, take care, and bye-bye.